Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I am your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It's season 16, episode 24, and tonight's show is titled Self-Destruct. That's right, I got 3 movie reviews for you. We're going to be talking, of course, Mission Impossible Fallout. We're going to discuss Equalizer 2 and Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So 3 big new theatrical releases to break down for you, of course, in non-spoiler. And, and on top of that, of course, getting you caught up with all the latest and greatest in entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews, just everything going on in the entertainment sphere. Now, we didn't have a new episode per se last week of Am I on the Air. We did have a bonus episode for you, so I did drop something new. But it was an Am I Still on the Air? And it's been a while since we've done one of those. And since I had put that episode out, I decided to skip putting out the new Am I on the Air right on top of it, because I wanted to let that episode breathe for the week. I wanted you guys to listen to it. I didn't want it to get buried in the feed. Unfortunately, what happens with podcasting is if you put out 2 episodes pretty much back to back, everybody just focuses on whatever the newest one is that drops, and then your previous one just gets forgotten, or like I say, gets trampled and only gets about half the listens that the other episode does. That was the predicament I was in. We dropped the Am I Still on the Air last Monday, and then I was going to do a new Am I on the Air right after, and I just said, man, it just, one of them's going to get shit out of luck, and it's just going to suck, and I really want that episode to have its audience. So I decided to postpone the weekly Am I on the Air to let the Am I Still on the Air breathe. I thought it was very important, but now that leaves me with pretty much 2 weeks worth of news to get through, and that's including Comic-Con. So I'm going to try to go through this at a pretty quick speed, because there was a lot of stuff that dropped in the last 2 weeks, especially coming off of Comic-Con. So lots of little news tidbits in TV and movies. So I don't want this to be a 2-hour show. I'm going to try to keep it to under an hour. So definitely bear with me. It will be a little bit longer than normal just because we're doing 2 weeks instead of 1. Now, speaking of the Am I Still on the Air, I do want to shout that out in case you haven't listened to it yet. It was a difficult episode to do. It was a mixture of a couple different things. Number one, our last regular scheduled Am I on the Air episode, at the very end, I talked about somebody I watch on YouTube all the time. His name is John Schnepp. He's a movie director. He's done a lot of stuff, and but he's also a YouTube dude who hosts the weekly show Heroes over on the Collider Network, and he's also a pretty regular panelist on AMC Movie Talk, or Collider Movie Talk. Sorry. Been watching John for about 6 or 7 years through YouTube, and I just love the guy. And he was in very critical condition when we did the last Am I on the Air episode. And I wanted to pimp out, like, hey, if you wanted to help out with some of those medical bills, there was a GoFundMe and everything going on to help out with that. and just kind of sharing some love on that last episode. Well, unfortunately, a couple days later, John ended up passing. He has left us at the age of 51, and it's sad, man. It's very, very sad. For those of us that have been watching John for any period of time, he was such a cool host, and he was such a cool fan that you just felt like you knew the guy, whether you did or you didn't. I never met John in real life, but I felt like I had a friendship with him just from how long I've watched this guy on YouTube. So on the Am I Still in the Air, I wanted to pay respect to John. He had already passed when we did that episode, and it was really just a remembrance for John Schnepp. And I had a buddy of mine on, Mike Shea, who does the podcast Mike Talks Funny. And, I was lucky enough to be a guest on his show about a month or two ago. And I know he was a big fan of John's as well, so I invited him to come and join me on the Am I Still in the Air, and we talked about John and just shared our love and admiration for the guy. So that was the majority of getting together and doing the podcast. And then on top of that, we didn't want it to just be this really sad show, so we decided, since it was coming off of Comic-Con weekend, to discuss the 5 big trailers that dropped coming out of Comic-Con, talking like Shazam and Aquaman and Godzilla, Glass, the new Fantastic Beast movie. So we discuss all those trailers in pretty great detail, and of course give our love and remembrance to John Schnepp. So it was a very important episode of Am I Still in the Air, and that's why I didn't want to get it buried. So if you haven't heard it yet, head on over to my official webpage, which is amiontheair.com, and click on the Am I Still on the Air tab, and you can listen to that show. It's also streaming, of course, on Red Dragons Radio as well. And just go to reddragonsradio.com, click on the Am I Still in the Air tab, and you can listen to it there. It is a part of our normal feed if you're on iTunes, or if you listen on Spreaker, TuneIn, Google Play Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Any of those feeds, it's just a part of the normal feed. On the websites, it has its own tier section to go to listen to. So try to keep them a little bit separate, because they are not the regular show. It's Am I Still in the Air is a very focus-based spin-off episode where we usually have guests and we break down 1 or 2 very specific topics. So that's that, man. Definitely, like I said, we miss you, John Schnepp. I still feel his loss, especially if I watch anything on Collider. So definitely, you could still help with those medical bills even though he's passed. So if you look at the episode that we did, the Am I Still in the Air, on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/amiontheair, look in the description of the video, and there's a link to the official GoFundMe page to donate and help out with that. Even if it's just $1, it would be appreciated. So, okay. That is the catch-up as to why we weren't on last week. Now let's get into some movie reviews. Like I said, it is spoiler-free, because that's how we roll. Now, since we didn't do a show last week's review would have been Equalizer 2. This is the new Denzel Washington movie, directed by Anton Fuqua. This is the first sequel that Anton Fuqua has ever made, and the first sequel that Denzel Washington has ever done. So, pretty incredible out of both these guys' careers that they've never done a sequel before. I remember when this trailer dropped. Well, before the trailer, let me just take you back to the original Equalizer film, which I thought had a fantastic trailer. And when I saw the movie, I was underwhelmed. I didn't care for the overall movie very much. It was just okay. The second half was really good, but the first half of the movie was super boring. Nothing happens in the film till about 45 minutes in. And it just took a long time to get there. So when I heard they were making a sequel, I thought, okay, that's interesting, whatever. The first trailer came out. I thought it was okay. It was a pretty decent trailer. And then that second trailer dropped for it, and I was like, wow, this looks really good. So they kind of won me over in that second trailer, and I went and I checked it out, and I really, really dug Equalizer 2. I very much so like it way more than the first movie, so I'm going to just put that out there right away. I think it is better than the first film, easily. There's so much going for it. It gets to the action a lot quicker. I mean, you literally start the movie with an action scene, and I love that. This movie just kept going and going and going. It's got some slow moments, but I like the way it kind of played out. Overall, the biggest negative I can say about this film is that you can see the twist, you can see the turn, you can see who the bad guy is very early on into the movie, you can pretty much figure it out. And I remember saying to Geeky Pat, who I saw the movie with, and I leaned over to him and I said, if this dude turns out to be the villain, I'm going to be extremely pissed. And about 20 minutes later, we found out he was the villain, and I was like, come on. There was so many different ways the story could have gone to make it more interesting and still been the same movie, but didn't have to be that just overall obvious villain. But they went the obvious route, which overall took away some of my enjoyment of the film. But I still enjoyed it and thought it was a fun time. So in the end, I had to dust off the good old half star, because you know me, if you've been listening for any amount of time, I hate half stars. But I had to give Equalizer 2 3.5 out of 4 stars. It was better than a 3, but because of how predictable the damn thing was, I could not get it to a 4, and I'm going to have to settle right at that 3.5 mark. So 3.5 out of 5 megas for me on Equalizer 2. Now let's fast forward a week, and on preview night this past Thursday, I went and I checked out Mission Impossible Fallout, the 6th movie in the Mission Impossible franchise. 22 years this thing has been going on. I was excited to go see this. I bought tickets a while ago, went and saw it in the IMAX, because that's the way you need to see a movie like this. Man, does this franchise continue to just get better and better and better. It's one of those rare things. It's something that I remember everybody was talking about with Fast and Furious, right? Like once we hit 5, everybody was like, how is this thing getting better? And we had 5, 6, 7 just killing it. That's how I feel with Mission Impossible. It was like, I enjoyed all the movies, but then it was like number 4, Ghost Protocol, just kind of turned a page and it ramped up everything, and it was just so fantastic. And then we had Rogue Nation a couple years ago, and then now we have Fallout. Fallout was the first movie that brought back a director, because that was the whole thing. Mission Impossible was always had a different director for every movie, so you always had a different flow, a different view, a different feeling, a different vibe of each film. And but Christopher McQuarrie, who directed Rogue Nation, he came back to do this one, and that was interesting. It was cool to see a same director come back. This one really does connect to like the last movie and becomes that official kind of sequel, as every former Mission Impossible movie kind of was its own, solo story. It didn't really spin off too much from previous films. Whereas this one definitely was a direct sequel to Rogue Nation. The addition of Henry Cavill, I thought, was so fantastic. He was awesome in this movie. So glad to see his inclusion here. Other than that, we had all our same people come back. Tom Cruise, of course, steals the show, doing all his own stunts. Just you can see it too. When these action scenes are happening, you don't ever get that green screen feeling, because you're like, man, they are racing down the streets. Damn, he is flying out of a helicopter. Damn, he is jumping out of an airplane. You never feel like it's fake, and that's what's awesome about Tom, man. Like, he's just jumping out windows. He's, just doing the craziest shit. And it pays off, man. He kills it in this movie. Of course, you have Rebecca Ferguson coming back. She's so incredible. Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, just great. Vanessa Kirby, this was my first experience to her, and I really dug her in this movie. She's going to be playing Jason Statham's sister in the Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious spinoff with Jason Statham and The Rock. So that'll be a great addition. It gave me some insight into her joining that franchise. Michelle Monaghan, who of course plays Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise's character's wife from Mission Impossible 3, she returns a little bit in this film as well, which was a nice little nod. I just loved it, man. This was such an excellent movie. See it in IMAX if you possibly can. They killed it on all levels. I won't say at this point that it's my favorite of the bunch. I think that still goes to number 4, Ghost Protocol. I love that one. That's my favorite of the Mission Impossible movies. But this probably will be my second favorite out of all 6. So, highly, highly recommended. Go see Mission Impossible Fallout. Enjoy it. I know you will. 5 out of 5 megas. That's right, 5 out of 5 stars. Killing it for Mission Impossible Fallout. And then, over the weekend, I saw another movie. And this time, it was taking my daughter to go see Teen Titans Go to the movies. That's right, Teen Titans Go is, for those of you unaware, is an animated, sort of kids version of DC's Teen Titans. done in this weird way where they're drawn so kind of like Powerpuff Girly, but it's funny as hell. Like, the crazy thing about this franchise is that my daughter, who's 4 years old, somehow I stumbled across it on TV about 6 to 8 months ago, and she was like, "What is this?" And I said, "It's Teen Titans Go." And she watched a couple episodes and she loved it. And ever since then, she binges this show on a daily basis. She gets such a kick out of it, and has probably watched every episode so far to date. And it just so happens our timing was great that the movie was coming out. So she's been bugging me for the last couple months. When's the movie coming out? When's the movie coming out? So we went and saw it on opening... Oh, no, it wasn't opening day, but opening weekend. We saw it on Saturday. And she was so happy. The grin on her face ear to ear, seeing her favorite characters up on the big screen like this, gave me such a warm feeling, man. It just, I know some of you were like, what the hell is he talking about? And if you don't have a kid, you don't get what I'm talking about. But seeing the joy in my daughter's face for Teen Titans, seeing Robin, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, and seeing just how excited she was and laughing out loud at the jokes, and it was just so cool because my daughter has grown up with me, and I'm a big comic book fan, so she loves all the comic book superheroes. She wants to be a superhero when she grows up, and she's just connected to Teen Titans, man. So having that be a movie, she gets a massive kick out of it. And the movie, I have to say, was funny as hell, even though it is very kid-aimed. It's got so many adult jokes, and if you're a DC fan, you're a comic book fan in general, there's so many additional jokes and Easter eggs that you're going to catch. There was so many moments where I was the only person laughing in the theater because I was catching all these things, and it cracked me up. This is the kind of movie that I love. I'm not a big animated movie fan, but man, I love taking my daughter to see this. It was really, really funny. It's got songs in it, and immediately she wanted me to get the soundtrack after the movie. We walked out, and she looked at me and said, "That was so awesome!" And she's like, "Dad, can we go back and watch it again right now?" I was like, well, I don't know about right now, but I might end up taking her again to see it maybe this weekend or something. She loved it, and I have to say I loved it pretty much, almost as much as her. She gave it 5 stars. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I'm being a little stingy here, but, giving it 4 stars, it probably based on what it could have done. I don't really know what else it could have possibly done to win me over on 5 stars. I just didn't get that feeling coming out of it that it was a complete 5-star movie. But super solid job. I loved it. There is a little mini mid-credit scene, so stick around when the credits start rolling. So many adult jokes. If you like these characters, if you've ever seen a Teen Titans Go episode and you think it's funny at all, I think you will enjoy the movie. Go check it out. I had a blast. My daughter had a blast, and I loved it. So there's 3 big movie reviews for you. Let's recap. Equalizer 2, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Mission Impossible Fallout, 5 out of 5 stars. And Teen Titans Go to the movies, which I didn't even really talk about the storyline of it, which is basically just Hollywood is making every superhero into a movie, and the Teen Titans are pissed off because they're not getting the movie of their own, and Robin really, really wants one, so he begs Hollywood to make one of him. They think he's a joke, so they go out to try to find a supervillain to go against, and they figure if they can have an arch nemesis, then they can get their movie, and then hilarity ensues. Teen Titans Go to the movies, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars on that one. So there's your big movie reviews of the week, of the last 2 weeks, really. So thank you for listening to that. And now let's jump on over and get through all of this news I'm going to have to ramble through to get us caught up, because there is a lot, my friends. So bear with me. Like I said, we're going to try to chomp through as best we can, as quickly as we can. So here we go. Over in our Everything Wrong With side, we have Everything Wrong With Mamma Mia in 15 minutes or less. We have the brand new 3rd trailer for A Simple Favor, starring Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. This trailer I really enjoyed. The first 2 trailers didn't even tell you what the hell the movie was about. This one you finally get some context, so really dug this trailer here. Got the first trailer for On the Basis of Sex, starring Felicity Jones. The newest trailer for The Darkest Minds, which actually comes out on Friday. The first trailer for Patient Zero, which looks like a new zombie outbreak kind of movie. I think this one will probably go straight to video, to be honest. The Red Band and Green Band trailers for Assassination Nation, which just looks batshit crazy. If you've been following me on Stardust, you've seen my reaction probably to this already, and it just, wow, this trailer is just crazy. The trailer for Boy Erased, the brand new trailer for Bohemian Rhapsody as well, which is so good. I love the new Bohemian Rhapsody trailer. So, lots of new trailers dropping. Remember, if you want to see them, it's very easy to find them all in one place, and that's our webpage, amiontheair.com. Just go to it. There's a tab right there that says trailers. Click on it, and you can watch all of these, alright? So many trailers. Ryan Murphy has a new show, and it's called The Politician. Man, this guy does not stop making shows. Zoe Dutch, Lucy Boynton, and Laura Dreyfus are part of the original cast, and it will be coming to Netflix. Remember, he signed that big production deal with Netflix, so good to see them moving forward with that. It sounds like the CW is going to be moving forward with a Batwoman TV series. That's right. We heard the rumor a while back that Batwoman was going to be introduced in the Arrowverse crossover episodes where Green Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow all kind of cross over for a couple nights with Supergirl. Batwoman's going to be involved in that, but there's been so much talk around her character that CW says, you know what, let's work on her own show. It will feature the first outed lesbian on comic book television right now, Kate Kane. That will be the version of Batwoman that we're going with, and they are going to make her a lesbian. Everything's going to be just like the comic book, so they're very, very high on Batwoman right now, and they're moving forward with it, so we will see. It looks like it will get a pilot, and then they'll decide from there if it's going to get picked up and join the CW verse, so we will go from there. The Vampire Chronicles, that's right. They've been working on this for a long time. Remember, Anne Rice got her rights back to all of the movies, like Interview with a Vampire and everything, to her book series, and it looks like Hulu has won the negotiations, so the Vampire Chronicles TV series will be headed to Hulu, so that's pretty awesome right there. Looking forward to joining that. Hulu's really stepping up their game, trying to compete with Amazon and Netflix, so I dig it. Robin Hood. We got the second trailer to Taron Egerton and Jamie Foxx's new Robin Hood movie. I still don't think we need this, but it doesn't look half bad. So check out that trailer if you're interested. Netflix has unveiled a slate of Mark Millar projects, including 3 movies and 2 TV series. That's right. So give me a second here. We're going to take a look at what when it breaks down for what's coming. Remember, Netflix signed a big deal with Mark Millar and his Millar World to be coming to Netflix, and they're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So here's the series that they're going to do. Oh my god. So the series that they're going to do is going to be Jupiter's Legacy, American Jesus. And then the films they're going to do are Empress, Huck, and Sharky the Bounty Hunter. So that's how it breaks down, my friends, and that'll be coming to Netflix pretty soon. Are you watching Who is America? You should be. That's Sacha Baron Cohen's new show on Showtime. We talked about it on the last episode. He's coming out, he's doing it Ali G style, interviewing people, tricking people, and it's pretty damn funny. So the ratings are doing okay. They're kind of modest. It's not as good as they had hoped, but they're not super bad. So it's kind of right there in the middle. I think more people should watch it and support it because it's really damn funny, and I want to see more episodes of this. Tales from the Loop. That's right. Tales from the Loop series has been ordered by Amazon. It's based on the art from Simon Stalhag. It's a straight-to-series order over on Amazon. They're going to be doing that one up. I told you, man, Amazon, all these streaming services are stepping up their game, optioning all these rights and everything, man. I'm starting to feel scared for regular broadcast television because they're getting beat by all these other streaming services in the projects they're picking up. Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man Far From Home movie has just added Newman Akar to the cast in an unknown role. Rose Byrne is in talks to join Tiffany Haddish in her new film Limited Partners. Melissa London Hilfers will write Halle Berry's Jagged Edge remake that she's going to be doing. Sony Pictures has announced that. Sam Witwer, who of course was Doomsday on Smallville, he's been on several other shows, he does a lot of voices in the Star Wars universe. He is joining Supergirl Season 4 as Agent Liberty. That's right, Agent Liberty is coming to Supergirl. Hey, I don't mind this. I think Sam is a really cool actor, very good guy, and he doesn't get utilized enough, that's for sure. So, like to see him sticking around in the comic universe. Let's see here. Christopher McQuarrie, of course, like I said, directed the new Mission Impossible. He speaks on why Jeremy Renner is not in the new film. Of course, it has to do with Avengers, so basically it's just a scheduling thing there. Warner Brothers has officially launched the new Aquaman website, and it does have the official synopsis on there. Solo, a Star Wars story, gets its first trailer for its upcoming Blu-ray release. It looks like it's going to be hitting digital and Blu-ray in September. We have the first trailer for Overlord. This is the movie we've been hearing about for a long time that is produced by J.J. Abrams. It started off to be a new Cloverfield movie, and then they said, no, it's not going to be a Cloverfield movie. Now it's just a World War II horror film, which pretty much, if you've ever played the Nazi Zombies mode on Call of Duty, or any of the Zombies modes in Call of Duty, that's what I feel every time I watch this trailer. I'm like, ooh, they made a Call of Duty Zombies movie. That's what this is, and that's not to rip on it. I think it looks really, really cool. I'm looking forward to Overlord, but check out the trailer. If you're familiar with the game franchise, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Production has officially begun on the Rabid remake. David Cronenberg's Rabid. The Soska sisters are making this one. They love their horror films, so really good girls, awesome directors. Every time I tweet anything about them, they always do me the favor and retweet it, which I love. Thank you for liking and retweeting our stuff. Soska sisters. We have the new Nun poster, which looks really creepy. We have the second official trailer for Welcome to Marwen, starring Steve Carell. You know, when the first trailer came out, I didn't even watch it yet, but I looked at the picture, the thumbnail on the trailer, and I said, this looks stupid. I said, I don't even want to watch this trailer. And then I watched the trailer, and I was like, damn, was I wrong. This looks really, really good. And then the second trailer came out, and it's just as good as the first one. Really, really dug it. I think this is going to be a strong movie when it comes out. I love the cast. I love the concept. It looks very unique, directed by Robert Zemeckis, and yeah, just super dig it. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's something new. It's something fresh. Welcome to Marwen. Do you remember that TV show Creep Show? It was back in the 80s. It was called Creep Show. There's a new TV series version of it coming, and yes, they are going to be remaking Creep Show, and it's going to be coming from The Walking Dead's Greg Nicotero. He is going to be executive producing, so there you go. I like it. It's kind of like Tales from the Dark Side. I think every week it's just new horror stories being told in an anthology kind of way. All right, let's see here. James Wan and Blumhouse are once again teaming up for another killer doll. They just can't get enough of their killer dolls. This one's called Megan, and yeah, so Megan are going to be they're going to be producing it, and yeah, that's as much info as we have right now on Megan. NCIS actress Diona Reasonover has been up to a series regular for season 16. We're being told that Shazam could join up with other Justice League characters in future movies. He definitely exists in that same universe. Confirmations all around. So yes, Shazam should be around for the other members of the DC universe. Amber Tamblyn has joined the cast of Y: The Last Man, so they keep adding to that, and with good talent, so I like that. We have the first trailer for I See You, starring Bella Thorne. Paula Ferris is leaving The View. We have everything coming and going in August over on Hulu. We have the first look at the action figures for Aquaman that are going to be coming out. So if you want to get a look at the toys and you can see all the cool costumes and everything else, check it out right there. I know some people don't like looking at the toys because they think of them as spoilers. So I won't describe what I see here, but check it out if you're interested. All of this stuff, once again, is on our Twitter page, and our main thing is our Twitter page. Go to twitter.com/amiontheair. Most of it's on our Facebook page as well too, but everything's on the Twitter page, so definitely check that out first if you can. Even if you don't have a Twitter, just go to twitter.com/amiontheair and you can see all the news as it drops. That's your best shot right there. Alright, what else we got? We got lots of stuff. That's what we got. Just looking through, we already talked about a lot of these trailers. Once I get into this new stuff of Comic-Con, that's when it start to get an abundance of kind of rehashings, and I don't want to go into a bunch of the same stuff for you guys. The Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix has been given an official release date for October of 2019. That's right, it's coming out in a year, and the movie is just simply going to be titled Joker. That's right, not The Joker, just Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, coming out in October of 2019. Sony shifted around some release dates for their own movies coming out next year. Looks like Bloodshot's moving to 2020, so that won't be hitting next year, which is so funny that other movies can start more ahead of time and then not make it when every other movie can make it in less time. You know what I mean? It's hard to say what I mean, but like Zombieland 2 hasn't even started filming yet, but can come out next year, and then they can start filming Bloodshot at the same time, but it needs another year to come out. So I don't know. It's just one of those weird things about movie making. That's for damn sure. Of course, the official poster for Aquaman also dropped, and we did put that up on our Instagram page. So if you're not following us on Instagram, what are you waiting for? Just go to Instagram, search Am I on the Air, and add us on over there. Now, another new release that came out last week was the Unfriended sequel, right, for Dark Web. That movie super bombed. Bombed really in the top 10, but who knows, it might have still even made money because they made it for like $1 million, and I think it made 3 opening weekend, coming in at number 9 at the box office. So who knows, it might even still turn a little bit of profit. But we have Everything Wrong with the original, which I hated, by the way. That's why I didn't run out to see Dark Web. But Everything Wrong with Unfriended in 13 minutes or less was released. The official trailer for Insatiable, which stars Debbie Ryan, which is coming to Netflix on August 10th. We have the first full trailer for that. We also had the first full trailer for Titans. Now, this is not the Teen Titans Go that we talked about. And I tell you, a bit of me is torn on this one. This is the new Titans show that's going to be a part of the DC Universe streaming service. On one hand, this is basically the same characters from Teen Titans Go coming together, becoming a team. And I was really excited for a live-action version of this, especially, like I said, with my daughter loving it all so much. I said, man, that's going to be cool for her to see these characters in live action. Then the trailer came out and I watched it, and immediately was addressed with the following preview is for mature audiences and all this stuff, and I'm like, what? And yeah, we got Robin saying fuck Batman, we have a lot of blood and guts, and I was like, damn, I guess my daughter won't be seeing this version of it. So like I said, I'm a little torn, because on one end, for myself, hell yeah, man, give me a dark, mature Titan show, why not? But on the other hand, I am a little bummed that I can't watch this with my daughter and let her see a live-action Beast Boy and Raven and Robin. So, a little bit of a bummer in both worlds. The trailer was okay. I wish we could have saw more. It's very much a teaser trailer. I'm sure we'll get another one before it launches, but this will be the first show that does launch with the new DC Universe streaming service, which I did go ahead and pre-order last night. So, I am signed up. I'm ready to rock. And I will be watching this when it drops and let you guys all know how it is. So, yeah, check out that trailer once again if you haven't seen that one for Titans. By the way, if you're still not sure on the pricing for the DC streaming service, here's the breakdown of it. Basically, you can do a monthly subscription, which is $8 a month. It's $7.99, or you can sign up for a year, which is $74.99. So of course that breaks down to like $6.20. Saves you a bit, and if you pre-order, you get 3 additional months for free. So that's why I pre-ordered, and I did the yearly one, so I can, I don't mind paying $6 a month for something like this. I think it's going to have a lot of cool content, especially as 2019 ramps up. But yeah, so just wanted to give you guys the breakdown just in case you still weren't sure on that. So it is official too that the merger of course, well, not really a merger, but Disney buying 20th Century Fox is officially going through. Comcast bowed out, and it's already gone through a couple legal hurdles, and everything is pretty much in the final stages now. It might still take a while, but we're at the point now where all the shareholders and everybody has signed off on it, and everything looks pretty good to go at this point. So I think they're at a point now where it's pretty safe if Kevin Feige wants to put Wolverine or the Fantastic Four or somebody in Avengers 4 now when they do reshoots. Just saying. So I'm very excited about that, and we'll definitely keep you posted with all the news that comes out in regards to the buyout of Fox. Let's see here. They're going to be doing another Annabelle movie. That's right. James Wan says the third Annabelle film is basically going to be a night at the museum with Annabelle. So it sounds like what they're going to do is, if you remember the first Conjuring movie, they brought home Annabelle, and they have like a little room in their home that's for all the little artifacts or keepsakes from the homes that they go and help. And Annabelle's in there. And supposedly Annabelle and everything else that's in this room is going to come to life and do some stuff at nighttime, like a night at the museum, right? So that's an interesting way to go with it. But yeah, Annabelle 3 is chugging along, moving forward. Let's see here. Getting into a lot of the Comic-Con news here. We have the first trailer for Second Act starring Jennifer Lopez, so you can check that one out as well. Warner Brothers has confirmed that there will not be a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, so I still don't believe it. I think that if Zack Snyder wants to do it, he will, and we'll get it one day. It just might be 20 years from now or 10 years from now, who knows. But yeah, at this point, Warner Brothers is saying don't basically hold your breath for them, because they're not doing it anytime soon. Dan Fogler has been cast in an unknown role for The Walking Dead Season 9, so he'll be joining up for that. Boris Kojo has joined Station 19 for their upcoming Season 2. Zombieland 2 looks like it's going to come out in October of next year. So yeah, man, I'm excited. Very excited for Zombieland 2. Super stoked on that one. Michael Bay's Six Underground. Remember that one? That's the one that Michael Bay is working on with Ryan Reynolds. It's going to be an exclusive Netflix movie. And they've added some more casting to it, including Little Franco. That's right. Little Franco is joining the cast over here. Oh man, what the hell is going on here? Sorry, man. My computer's doing a little spaz out thing. Dave Franco, of course, who I'm talking about, Little Franco, from The Disaster Artist and more. Dave Franco, Manuel Garcia Ruffalo, Adria Arjona, and Corey Hawkins are all joining the cast with Ryan Reynolds for the upcoming Six Underground, which will be coming to Netflix. So, like the additions there. We have some new photos for Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Check that out if you're interested there. Star Wars The Clone Wars. It was an animated series that was previously canceled. It is returning. That is correct. It's coming back. It will be a part of Disney's streaming service, because we have so many. I have to sit and break them all down for you guys. And yes, the Disney streaming service is bringing back The Clone Wars for another season. I know a lot of Star Wars sweaties out there are super, super excited for that one. I was never into the Clone Wars or any of the animated Star Wars stuff, so I don't have any additional thoughts on that one other than I think it's cool that they brought it back. The new documentary, Three Identical Strangers, is going to get a feature adaptation. That's right, it's a nonfiction film that stunned audiences over at Sundance. It's getting a scripted treatment, and it'll be turned into a movie. We have the Comic-Con trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man game, so check that one out if you haven't seen it. It shows a lot more footage. I'm so excited for this game. Comes out in September. Bear with me, man. Jesus. Jeff Johns over at DC has revealed that Stargirl is going to get her own show, and that'll be coming to the DC Universe streaming service probably in 2019. So Jeff Johns very excited about that. That's a dream project for him. I know nothing about Stargirl, so this one's out of my... it looks like a girl Captain America, basically. But, yeah. So she's going to be coming to the DC Universe very soon. Black Ops 4 Blood of the Dead trailer returns to Alcatraz. It's one of the new zombie modes. You can check out the trailer from that dropped over at Comic-Con. Andrew Lincoln over at Comic-Con also confirmed that he is leaving during this season's upcoming season of Walking Dead. So he's leaving for show. We have a new trailer for Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan that's going to be coming to Amazon Prime in August. Moon Bloodgood and General Hospital's Billy Miller have joined the new Apple thriller Are You Sleeping? For their new upcoming yet-to-be-named service. So Domino herself, Zazie Beetz from Deadpool 2, is in talks to join Joaquin Phoenix in the upcoming Joker movie. So that's a great addition there. I really enjoyed her as Domino in Deadpool 2. Bristol Palin is set to join Teen Mom OG. I don't even know why we're still doing this show. Netflix has ordered Black Summer, which is a new zombie apocalypse drama that'll be starring Jamie King. Shane Black says that his new Predator movie is a sequel. It is not a reboot. So finally glad to have some confirmation on that one, because everybody's been very confused, especially since the new movie's just called The Predator. It looked like a reboot for a lot of people, but he is confirmed, quote, this is a sequel, not a reboot. This was something, it's cheesy as it may sound, this was something I was really hoping to hear, and I got the confirmation at Comic-Con. The new Magnum P.I. show that's coming out will do a crossover episode with Hawaii Five-0. That's right. The heroes in Hawaiian shirts will reunite in the very near future. I love this. Now, I'm a big fan of Hawaii Five-0. I've been watching it for, 8 seasons now. My first thought when I saw the Magnum P.I. trailer was like, man, if this dude's running around doing crime fighting on Hawaii 2, he's got a crossover with Hawaii Five-0. That was just, it's on the same network. I'm like, it'd be a missed opportunity if you don't put these guys together. So I'm very happy that before the show even starts, they've already confirmed that there will be crossovers. So I am stoked. Good job, guys. Good job. Iron Fist Season 2 is going to be hitting Netflix in September. So very excited to hear that we're very close to our next Marvel Netflix show. And we're hearing great things about it. So it looks like he's going to get his redemption story in Season 2, since everyone makes Season 1 such a joke. Which I didn't really mind Season 1. So, yes, he was a little whiny, but I think it was just the way we needed that character to come back. Now he's better. So, if you saw him in that one episode of Luke Cage Season 2, I think you can see the differences in his character. And I'm excited for Season 2 of Iron Fist coming in September. And we got a couple little teaser trailers that have dropped for that. Let's see here. Bear with me. Oh, come on. Oh, so we finally got our title for Season 8 of American Horror Story. It is officially titled Apocalypse. That's right. Remember, this is the one that will be the Hell House and Coven crossover. I don't know how they're doing it, but it is now called Apocalypse. And the artwork is a little demon baby, and it's very creepy. So, the Spider-Man PS4 game, remember you can get those pre-order bonus suits. They announced that the final suit you didn't know about is called the Velocity suit. Looks kind of like the Iron Spider suit from Avengers, where it's got enhancements and it's more electronic, things like that. But yes, you can get the Velocity suit. The Brooklyn Nine-Nine team was interviewed over at Comic-Con, and they confirmed that Season 6 is 100% not the series' last. So it sounds like they've all been given contracts and confirmed that, so with the move to NBC, that they've been probably given some kind of guarantee that they're not going over there for one season and it's done. They probably want to make it worth their while. So it sounds like we don't have any additional confirmation on how many or what, but at least we know 100% it won't be the last season. Cats. Yes, they're making a movie based on the Broadway play of Cats, and the cast is revealed to include Taylor Swift, Jennifer Hudson, and a bunch more. So, very interesting. I could care less about Cats. And my wife loves Broadway stuff, and she could even care less about Cats, so that one didn't win anything over there. There is now 6 movies in the works based on the Thai cave rescue. 6. I am not joking. I don't know why Hollywood does this every goddamn time, but yes. Production has officially begun on Melissa McCarthy's new comedy, Super Intelligence, so that's very cool there. We saw the first footage for Season 3 of Young Justice Outsiders, which is coming to the DC Universe streaming service. You can check that out as well. We have the first trailer for Glass, which I absolutely loved. This, of course, is the sequel to Unbreakable and Split with Samuel Jackson, Bruce Willis, and James McAvoy. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we talked about it in great detail on the Am I Still in the Air last week, so check out the Glass trailer if you haven't seen it. The middle spinoff, Eden Share confirms that they're shooting the pilot, so that is moving forward there. No word if it is officially picked up, but they are shooting the pilot. Vikings actress Catherine Winnick has joined the Netflix martial arts drama Wu Assassins. So she's coming to that, which is a great addition. Young Justice Outsiders will stream on DC's new digital service in 2019. So look for that next year, early next year. Lego DC Supervillains will be releasing on October 16th on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the Switch. Sorry, man. My computer is lagging today. The Walking Dead Season 9 trailer, we have that posted to check out for its upcoming season, which might be its last. I don't know. They're not saying, but that's the feeling I'm starting to get. Vikings gets a Season 5B return, and we have the first trailer for it, so check that out. This was big news that happened right when Comic-Con was starting, and that was that James Gunn, director of the first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, has been fired from doing Volume 3. There was a bunch of tweets that came out that he did about 7 years ago on Twitter, and they were really bad. Really, really bad. Like, I can't even read them on here. And somehow somebody found them and brought it back up, and we're just in such a world right now where nobody can make mistakes, and everybody has to pay for everything they do. And somebody brought it up and said, "How dare you, Disney, have somebody working for you that talks like this?" And Disney fired him pretty much immediately after that, which was very unfair. It was very unfortunate. Since then, there's been a petition. It's got hundreds of thousands of signatures. Dave Bautista came out directly right away and said, "This isn't fair. This is not cool. This is not the guy. He doesn't deserve this." Most of the Guardians cast have all come together and said something publicly, and just as of this morning, a public letter came out that is signed by all the cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm talking Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, Palm Clementif, Michael Rooker, Sean Gunn. All came out and basically said, "Please reinstate James Gunn as the director of this movie. He does not deserve this." So I love that people are banding together and coming to his defense. I don't like that we're in a world right now where you can't make any mistakes. We are crucifying people and hanging people, firing people, changing their livelihoods over simple things, over just every little mistake people made in the past, because we're all of a sudden we're zero tolerance for everything. You know, when he made the mistake of sending out these stupid tweets 7 years ago, he came out 7 years ago and apologized and said that was stupid. I shouldn't have said that. He's already apologized. And then he apologized again a couple weeks ago when this stuff came out. You know, we'll see what happens. I know the cast wants him back. I know fans want him back. I think he should get his job back. He's already written the third film. They were supposed to start filming in a couple months. I don't feel comfortable just shoving this guy to the side like this. So, James, I know a lot of people are pulling for you. We're pulling for you. And we hope the best, my friend. We hope you get your job back and we can move forward. Yeah, I know he was a great consultant for Marvel directly. And I think we need his talents. So, come on back. I don't think he deserves this for something stupid he said 7-8 years ago. Alright, moving on. This is something less crazy. The Walking Dead, Samantha Morton has been cast as Evil Alpha in Season 9. That's right. An Evil Alpha. Okay. We have the Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 trailer that you can check out if you haven't seen that one yet. We have director Corinne Hardy talking about his upcoming movie, The Nun. He talks about scary movies in general, and he even discusses the little project he was working on for a while there, The Crow, that he just departed from, so check that out. Jennifer Connelly is in talks to join the Top Gun sequel with Tom Cruise, so that would be a great addition. She's awesome in everything she does. We have the Season 2 trailer for Star Trek Discovery. Check that out if you're interested. Also get the first look at Captain Pike, and we also find out who Rebecca Romaine is going to be playing. I won't tell you because it could be a spoiler, so click at your own risk. 8 new Shonda Rhimes shows have been announced by Netflix. That's right, 8. A whole new slate of shows that she's doing are all coming to Netflix, so I know people are going to be super stoked on that one. CBS is going to be debuting, CBS All Access is going to be debuting short treks in this upcoming fall, which will be little mini episodes, spin-off short episodes to hold you kind of over until Star Trek Discovery returns. We got an interview up with Tom Ellis talking about how Lucifer will return on Netflix and maybe any changes the show will go through now that it's switched from Fox to Netflix. Frances McDormand is set to play God in the upcoming Good Omens show. Don Cheadle is going to be voicing Donald Duck in DuckTales. Woo! So, interesting news there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is getting a reboot. That's right. The reboot is in the works, supposedly with a black lead actress. We're hearing a lot of different rumors on the Buffy side here that it's going to be a reboot, it's going to be a sequel, Sarah Michelle Gellar might return, it's going to follow a new Slayer, and it's going to be a continuation. There's so many conflicting reports going back and forth on this thing. I'm not even sure they know what they're doing yet. So we'll keep you posted, but right now I don't think anything is 100% confirmed at this point. Julia Roberts has a new show coming to Amazon called Homecoming, and the first teaser trailer came out, which really tells you nothing. So, you know, that's that. Alright, the news we got up next is that Marvel's Cloak and Dagger is being renewed for a second season over on Freeform. I'm excited about this. I really dig Cloak and Dagger. I think it's a really cool show that's really starting to ramp up now that they're starting to figure out how to use their powers and stuff. It's got some downer moments, but overall I think the show is a lot of fun. So excited to see it come back for a second season. I'm even hearing rumors that it might cross over with The Runaways from Hulu, so that would be really cool too. So like it. And even got a little nod that this exists in the same universe as the Netflix series, which I thought was like, what? When I heard that little Easter egg drop a couple episodes ago. So like it a lot. So look for that next year, season 2. Got a new poster for Bumblebee that's coming out in December. Spider-Verse movie, the animated Spider-Verse that's coming out, has added some more to its roster. That's right, we know Spider-Man Noir is going to be in it, voiced by Nicolas Cage. Spider-Ham is going to be in it. So yeah, they are trying to fit in as much as they possibly can into this universe. So yeah, so new trailer should be coming soon. We also got some details about the new Venom movie coming out. We know that the villain Riot is going to be in the movie. New trailers also supposed to be dropping here in the next week or two, so looking forward to that. We find out a whole bunch of stuff. I won't read you all the news just because I know some people want to stay blind, but we get a lot of information about Venom, that's for sure. So check out our Twitter page once again to get all the details of that. Let's see here. Lin-Manuel Miranda, yes, he's set to make his directorial debut with Tick, Tick, Boom. That'll be an adaptation of Rent playwright Jonathan Larson's autobiographical book that he did. So look for that from Mr. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is just one of the hottest properties out there right now. One of the writers from Game Night is writing the script for the live-action Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego movie that they're doing with Gina Rodriguez, so that one's moving forward. Of course, one of the other big trailers that dropped at Comic-Con was Shazam. This was the pleasant surprise that dropped out. I didn't know if we were going to get to see the Shazam one. I knew footage would be shown to the Comic-Con crowd, but I didn't know if it would come out where we could watch it, and they released it, and I loved it, man. What an awesome trailer. This was my favorite trailer that came out of Comic-Con. Little Billy Batson getting powers. It's in the DC universe. You see a lot of Easter eggs to Batman and Superman, Aquaman going on. And yeah, we get to see Zachary Levi as Shazam in it, get to see some powers, and it's pretty damn awesome. So check out the Shazam trailer if you haven't seen it yet. I'm looking so forward to this movie in April of next year. It's like Tom Hanks is big mixed with Superman. It's funny, it's awesome, and I'm so stoked for this, man. DC is on such an upswing right now with their content, so very, very excited for Shazam. And then, of course, right after Shazam, they followed it up with the Aquaman trailer, which was so fantastic in its own right, too. Looks so good, the underwater stuff. I knew James Wan was going to just knock it out the park. December 21st, this movie comes out. So incredible. Definitely check out the Aquaman trailer if you haven't seen it. If you were not sure about this movie before, I don't know how you can't be sure about it after watching this trailer. It's so good. Once again, remember that Am I Still in the Air we talked about. We go into all of these trailers in great detail, so check that out if you want to hear a little bit more direct thoughts. Of course, we also had the trailer for Godzilla King of Monsters, which is the sequel, which just looks crazy as hell. So many creatures fighting, leading us to next year's big battle between Godzilla and all these other creatures. Looks so good, man. So check out that one as well, too. We have a lot of the Comic-Con Hall H panels posted up on our Twitter page as well, too. So if you want to watch any of these panels, definitely check it out on our Twitter page. Faux show. Let's see. Over on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Jeff Ward, who joined up with the crew last season, he's been up to a series regular, so he's going to be with them moving forward. Clark Gregg, who is not on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore, because they, spoiler alert, basically let his character die last season, he's going to be coming back to actually direct the season premiere episode for the upcoming 6th season, so good to know he's still going to be on set. He's still going to be doing his thing. So Clark Gregg directing that. Godzilla, we got confirmation that he will be facing off with Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. And there might be a few surprises, says director Michael Dougherty. I wonder if that means King Kong. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, looking so forward to King of the Monsters. Over on Black Lightning, Jordan Calloway is going to be continuing to bring the pain in Black Lightning Season 2. His villain character has been up to a series regular, so he's going to be around pretty often. His character's name is Painkiller, that's right. So he's going to be a series regular for Season 2 of Black Lightning. Godzilla King of Monsters will be hitting theaters on May 31st of 2019. Remember, once again, if you want to see any of these trailers, head to amiontheair.com, click on the trailers tab, and you can watch all of them in their full glory. Over at Comic-Con, we also got confirmation that Lobo is actually going to be the big bad over on Krypton for Season 2. So I might have to start watching this show again if they're going to add Lobo, because that makes me very excited. So Lobo coming to Season 2 of Krypton. We have the actual cool video from IGN of Aquaman, of Jason Momoa and director James Wan, I don't know why I spaced that for a second, sitting down and actually watching the Aquaman trailer, and they're breaking it down as they watch it. Actually, there's more of the cast with it all. It's pretty much the whole cast. So pretty cool to see them watch their trailer and kind of react to it. One of Chris Pratt's characters in the upcoming Lego Movie 2 is going to be a parody character of Star-Lord, Owen Grady, and his other roles. So it's going to be this amalgamation of all of them, which sounds really, really interesting. We have some first look photos of the live-action Kim Possible movie. Michael Strahan is set to co-host GMA's new Third Hour with The View's Sarah Haynes. Big Hero 6 has unveiled Minimax. That's right, the Baymax sidekick is coming. So Minimax is going to kill all the kids, man. They're going to be like, oh my god, he's so cutie. We have the first trailer for Roswell, New Mexico. You can see the first footage of the new CW reboot. Check that out. We got a bunch of screenshots from the Shazam and the Aquaman trailers that you can check out. We have the first trailer for Season 2 of The Gifted, which is the X-Men television series, which is so awesome. Looking very forward to Season 2 of The Gifted, that's for damn sure. Let's see here. Get through this Comic-Con news. Alright, the TV show Colony over on the USA Network has been canceled after 3 seasons, so that one is gone. Man in the High Castle gets a Season 3, so that is definitely moving forward, plus an early renewal for Season 4. So that's pretty damn awesome right there. That's always big for a show right there to get that early renewal, man. DC's Legends of Tomorrow has added 2 new characters for its upcoming Season 4. We have the Season 7 trailer that came out of Comic-Con for Arrow, along with the Supergirl Comic-Con 2018 trailer for her upcoming 4th season. We have most of the CW trailers available. You can watch the new Flash trailer as well. Speaking of the Flash, they have added Chris Klein. You know him from American Pie. He's been added as DC supervillain Kinkata. Kikata in Season 5. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cicada. I don't know if it's Cisada, Kikata, or Cicada. I don't know. One of those. Check it out. He's been cast. I like Chris Klein. Good addition there. I'd like to see him go up against Barry. Winona Earp has been renewed for Season 4 over on the Sci-Fi channel. Like I said, we have the Season 5 trailer for The Flash, so you can check that out, which has a little nod to Kikata or Cisada at the very end. We have the first trailer for Disenchantment, which is the new series from the creator of The Simpsons. That's the one coming to Netflix, so you can check that out. We have the Krypton Season 2 teaser trailer, Black Lightning Season 2 trailer, along with, as we talked about, the Walking Dead Season 9, Star Trek Discovery. We have Preacher Season 3 Comic-Con trailer as well. Tried to get as much Comic-Con trailers out as we possibly could for you guys. Equalizer 2 at the box office last weekend when it came out was number 1 with 35.8 mil, beating Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, which had 34 million, so super, super close. A lot of people predicted Mamma Mia was going to be the number 1 movie, but nope, never doubt Denzel. He came through with Equalizer 2 at number 1. We have the Purge Comic-Con trailer for the television series, which is the 10-episode event coming to the USA Network, so you can check out your first look at that. We also have your first teaser trailer for Deadly Class, which is the new sci-fi series coming that's produced by the Russo brothers from Marvel. So that's pretty awesome there. So many trailers. Six movies in the top 10 at the box office were sequels last weekend. Just a little nerd fact there for you, which I thought was pretty interesting. Kevin Smith says that the Jay and Silent Bob reboot film is looking to start filming in November. about damn time. I'm very excited for that movie. They need to hurry up. They need to hurry up big time. Looking so forward to Jay and Silent Bob reboot, man. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is one of my all-time favorite comedies ever. So looking so forward to that. Alright, man. I think we're getting at least done with the Comic-Con news. We have the Season 3 sneak peek at Riverdale. You can check that out. That came out from Comic-Con. Riverdale has also cast Penelope Ann Miller as Archie's Miss Wright for Season 3. We have the trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. You have the first full-length official trailer for that one out now that you can check out. An interview with the Spider-Verse cast talking about how Peter and Miles' relationship is in the new film. So, yeah. Lots of good stuff there. So here was a tidbit of news that came out of Comic-Con that I have only seen IGN report on. I've seen no one else talk about this. But that is the DC Cinematic Universe, the DCEU we've been calling it for many years now, is officially titled Worlds of DC. That's right. It's called Worlds of DC. They said the term DCEU was coined by a journalist. That was never their intention to call it that. They want to call it Worlds of DC so that basically it's just open. It's not. It doesn't have to be tied to a universe. It's just their films are in the world of DC. I don't like this title at all. I'd rather call it the DCEU. Worlds of DC does not roll off the tongue. But that is what they're calling it now. Supposedly. I'm still waiting to see something really officially from DC calling it that. But that's where we're at right now. Yeah. So let's see here. Alright, so after Comic-Con left and finally started to settle down, we got the second trailer for Alita Battle Angel. This is the second official trailer for this one. The first one we got 7 months ago. Crazy. It comes out in December. I think it actually comes out on the same day as Aquaman, so I don't know why Alita would want to do that to itself. But Alita Battle Angel, second trailer, looks really good. Looks like they tweak some stuff, and it looks a lot better. The Orville Season 2. We have the Season 2 trailer. We'll get a first look at that you can check out. Joss Whedon has an upcoming HBO series called The Nevers that's coming out. We have the first trailer for What They Had, starring Hilary Swank and Michael Shannon. Stephen King's From a Buick 8 has an adaptation coming. His novel will be adapted once again. So, man, Stephen King is on a roll right now. Supergirl has cast Nicole Maines as TV's first transgender superhero. So good for her. Congratulations there. Elizabeth Shue is set to play a corrupt former beauty queen in a new TNT pilot called Constance. Robert De Niro is in talks for the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. That's right. So look at that, man. We got Zazie Beetz. We got Robert De Niro talking about it. Lots of people looking to join up for this one and done Joker movie. So Robert De Niro looking to jump into the superhero world. 2 Dope Queens has been renewed by HBO for 4 new specials. So that'll be coming soon. Deadpool 2 director David Leitch is in talks for Enter the Dragon remake. That's right, man. I never thought they would remake Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon. But they're looking to do it. And David Leitch is in talks. And if they're going to do it, that's a great director to do it. Shadowhunters has cast Luke Baines as the new Jonathan for the final episodes. Shazam director says that the film will avoid using the Captain Marvel name, so that's pretty cool. I mean, we kind of figured that since Marvel has Captain Marvel coming out in a couple months. Cella Ward has joined the cast of CBS's FBI, so she's joining up on that. Let's see. Sorry, bear with me. Crossing over notes again. They've got the same shit on there. Batman the Animated Series is coming out in a box set, Blu-ray collection. That'll be hitting in October. M. Night Shyamalan discusses how he's keeping Glass within the unbreakable thriller tone and the all-important character color scheme. So, kind of how he's juggling 2 universes with Unbreakable and Split. and how he's kind of keeping it all running. So pretty interesting article with him to check out. Like I said, produced by the Russo brothers and based on the best-selling graphic novel, we have the trailer for Deadly Class, which premieres on Sci-Fi in 2019. So check that one out. We have the honest trailer for Ready Player One. We also have Everything Wrong with Pacific Rim Uprising in 17 minutes or less. We have the first look photos at Iron Fist Season 2 that you can check out. Jude Law praises Captain Marvel and says Brie Larson is magnificent. So very excited about that. I can't wait to see a trailer for Captain Marvel, man. They need to hurry up. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is going to be hitting Blu-ray 4K and digital next month as well. Howie Mandel is returning for Deal or No Deal, and it's been giving a December premiere date over at CNBC. I don't even know why they're doing it on CNBC. That's really weird to do this big revival of Deal or No Deal and then have it on CNBC. Okay. Joe Manganiello says that Deathstroke return is still in the works. So we'll find out when Slade is returning, hopefully soon. In an interesting article with Joss Whedon, he reveals that he had no plans for Thanos after his little 2012 cameo in the original Avengers movie. That's interesting, man. He put Thanos in the end credits there in that movie and then said he had no idea what to do with him after that. That's why he went to Ultron for Avengers 2. And he said he never had any intention to go into Thanos, but he said he loved what the Russo brothers did in Infinity War, and he was glad that they were the ones that were able to get it done. So very, very interesting, man, because you would have thought that he was setting it up for himself, right, for the sequel, and then he didn't, and it was very, very interesting there. We have the first details on the villain for the upcoming Shazam movie. So check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about Mark Strong's villain. The next musical that will be hitting television is Hair, which will be getting a live May 2019 air date. We have the ABC fall premiere date, so check out when some of your shows are returning and the new shows will be starting. A third SpongeBob movie will be arriving in July of 2020. Yellowstone, which is Kevin Costner's show over on the Paramount Network, has been renewed for a season 2, so congratulations to him. Lena Waithe has signed a first look deal with Showtime, so all her new stuff will be coming there. We have the first trailer for Final Score, which is a new Dave Bautista action movie. Very much so reminded me of Sudden Death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme from the 90s. It's a very big throwback movie here. Watch my Stardust on that one, on the Final Score movie. Looks pretty interesting, by the way. Not too bad. I'm sure it'll be out straight to video, but not too bad. We have the DC Legends of Tomorrow Season 4 Comic-Con trailers. You can check that one out. Kind of dropped after Comic-Con, but glad to see it nonetheless. My girl Alexandra Daddario, she's set up her next film. It's going to be the adaptation of the book Can You Keep a Secret? So she'll be doing that next. Wayward Sisters actress Katherine Newton has boarded Netflix's new YA survival drama. Emma Thompson is returning as Agent O in the Men in Black spinoff movie with Chris Hemsworth. So that's cool. They're actually going to link the franchises together. So I like that a lot. Sam Rockwell and Michelle Williams are set to star in the Bob Fosse miniseries for FX, with Lin-Manuel Miranda serving as executive producer. Cherie Whitfield is leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta after she said she got a lowball offer to star in the new season, so she's bouncing. Dan Stevens is set to star and join with Harrison Ford in the new Call of the Wild movie. Let's see here. The Coen brothers, their Ballad of Buster Scruggs is being turned into, let's see here, which was originally set to be a 6-part Western anthology. It's looking like it's now being turned into an actual movie. So look for that coming soon. Natasha Rothwell has joined the cast of Wonder Woman 1984. She has been signed up in an unknown role. Katherine Newton is going to star in a modern Lord of the Flies series for Netflix. That's right. I like that, man. Lord of the Flies is very interesting. I like that they're going to do a modern take on that. Gary Oldman has joined the cast of Woman in the Window. We have the extended trailer for Christopher Robin, which comes out Friday, so check that out. We have the first trailer for Netflix's new original series, Paradise PD, which is from the creators of Brickleberry. It's a very not safe for work kind of trailer, so check that out. It's the very adult animated stuff. Speaking of the Sacha Baron Cohen show, Who is America, a couple weeks ago he interviewed Georgia State Rep and just really got into a lot of derogatory things to say, and he had to resign after the episode. Yeah, so he got punked and he's paying for it now. He shouldn't have said that shit. We have everything coming to go into Netflix in August, so check that out. The Deadwood movie, we've been reporting on this for a long time, and it's finally happening. The Deadwood movie is officially greenlit and ordered over at HBO. Production will begin this fall. Game of Thrones, the final season, is set to air in the first half of 2019, so that's great right there. Jennifer Garner's new show, Camping, is getting an October premiere date over on HBO. HBO also promises that Curb Your Enthusiasm will be back. We have nothing concrete, but that's what they're saying. DC has announced that in 2019, a Batman Hush movie, an animated movie based on Hush, will be coming out. So that's the first announcement there for that. The Game of Thrones prequel pilot is looking to start production in 2019 at some point. The Detective Pikachu movie is shifting from Universal Pictures to Warner Brothers, so they're going to be moving that over there. Veep has officially resumed production, as Season 7 is set to premiere in spring of 2019. Going back to revivals, right? We're bringing back all these old shows. Well, it looks like Kelsey Grammer is talking to the network about possibly bringing back Frasier, so Frasier might be next up on the block. Alfre Woodard from Luke Cage is joining up with Jason Momoa in the new futuristic Apple series that he signed on for, I think, last episode when we talked. AMC has cleared Chris Hardwick to return to The Talking Dead, so he was suspended for some allegations, but they've cleared him, and he will be coming back there. We have a trailer for The Magic Order, which is another Mark Millar animated show coming to Netflix. Carol Radziwill also exited Real Housewives of New York. She said, "I'm thrilled to leave frenemies behind." So there you go. Felicity Huffman and Moonlight Star have joined Ava DuVernay's Central Park 5 miniseries, which is about two of the five actors playing the wrongfully convicted teens have been cast. Ant-Man and the Wasp originally had included a Captain America cameo. Ooh. Read the article to find out why it got cut. Well, it never got filmed, so I can't say it was cut, but yeah. Juliana Margulies is set to star in Nat Geo's virus thriller miniseries called The Hot Zone. Fox is developing a Home Alone-inspired stoner comedy called Stoned Alone. That's right. Ryan Reynolds set to executive produce and possibly even star in it. About a stoner who's supposed to go on like a skiing trip with his friends, and he gets so high he forgets to leave with them, and and then people try to break into the house. I don't know, man. This is a far-fetched name for me right here. Stoned Alone. Come on, man. Ryan, I love you, dude, but this is what you want to sign up for? This shit better be funny as fuck. That's all I gotta say. Netflix has officially ordered 10 episodes of Lock and Key. That's right. So that's been shopped around so many times, but they're finally bringing the comic book adaptation to Netflix after a 10-episode order has been given. The Rundown with Robin Thede will not be back for season 2. It's been canceled over on BET. Jane Fonda confirms a 9 to 5 sequel with the original cast will tackle modern workplace issues is moving forward. Let's see. We have Everything Wrong with Justice League Dark in 13 minutes or less. We have the new second trailer for Slender Man, the new trailer for Hunter Killer with Gerard Butler, and the final trailer for Mile 22 all came out. Most of them are not very good except for Mile 22. Will and Grace has cast Chelsea Handler as a new high-powered lesbian. That's right, a high-powered lesbian. so she'll be joining the next season of Will and Grace. We have the new poster for the Happy Time Murders with Melissa McCarthy and the X-rated puppets. Batman writer Tom King is developing a new TV series called States of America. It'll be a new drama. BoJack Horseman is going to have reruns headed to Comedy Central, which will be the first time ever that a Netflix series will stream on something other than Netflix. So congratulations to them, man. That's pretty huge right there. Josh O'Connor and Marion Bailey have joined The Crown Season 3. Bryce Dallas Howard is joining the Rocket Man biopic, and she'll be playing Elton John's mother. The TV show The Affair has been renewed at Showtime for a 5th and final season. That's right, 5th and final. I watched The Affair, I've been watching since day one. I think we're at a good place to end it. And I hate to say that about shows, because I always want shows to just keep continuing, right? But we are definitely at a point with this show where it's not even about the affair anymore. I mean, the first 2 episodes were about this affair. It was very serious, and now we've stretched it so far that it's just about these characters living their normal lives now, and it has nothing to do with the affair anymore. So we've stretched out so far, I don't even know what the show's about anymore at this point. So I'm glad to see that they're going to give it one more season, but they're also going to wrap it up. So 5th and final. We have the next trailer for Operation Finale, starring Oscar Isaac. Home and Family, Cameron Matheson will replace Mark Steins as the co-host. We have the first trailer for Blue Iguana, starring Sam Rockwell. Disney's live-action Lady and the Tramp is starting to move forward, and voice actress Ashley Jensen is set to play a supporting role in the feature. Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, their new movie Murder Mystery has officially begun filming. It's a new movie that'll be hitting Netflix next year. The TV show You has been renewed for a season 2 over on the Lifetime network ahead of its season premiere, so that's crazy, man. So another show that has never even aired getting a pickup for another season early. I don't even know how that shit happens. I will never understand it. You don't know if it's a success or not. Why are you signing shit up for another season? We have the first trailer for the documentary series I Am Paul Walker, which is coming to the Paramount Network, I believe. So that looks pretty good. I'm interested in that. Naomi Scott, Ella Balinska have signed on to join Kristen Stewart in the new Charlie's Angels film. That's right. Charlie's Angels getting rebooted. And, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know about these 3. I know about one, and that's actually going to be Naomi Scott, who I thought was fantastic in the Power Rangers reboot that came out last year. She is great, and I would love to see her in this. I don't know anything about Ella Balinska. Kristen Stewart, I just don't see her being in this at all. But, hey, man, Elizabeth Banks is going to be directing. I'll be curious to see how it pans out, but I am very excited about Naomi Scott. I know she just got done filming the live-action Disney film. Aladdin. Jesus, I don't know how the hell I spaced Aladdin. I'm like, Genie film. Yeah, so she's going to be in that, and I'm excited that she's still blowing up. Oh, yeah. Orange is the New Black just debuted its new season this past Friday, and they are setting up a potential end game for season 6, so it might be coming close to an end. Speechless has cast John Cleese for London set episodes. He'll play the estranged father of Minnie Driver's character Maya. Skydance is developing the Old Guard adaptation with director Gina Prince Bythewood. She was going to do the Silver and Black movie, but that's been postponed, so she's moving on now to the Old Guard. And I know our good friend of the show, Friggins, is super excited about this one, so hopefully it's really good. If he's stoked about it, it gets me excited about it. LeBron James's new barbershop set talk show, The Shop, has been greenlit over on HBO. So HBO has picked it up for a multi-episode order. A new Omaze campaign offers an extra role in Wonder Woman 1984, where you have the opportunity to meet Gal Gadot and director Patty Jenkins, and go on set to Wonder Woman, man, and even get a role in the film, so that's pretty awesome. Netflix has optioned the right to Nike creator's memoir, Shoe Dog, so that'd be interesting to see what they adapt for that. Justin Theroux has joined Disney's Lady and the Tramp live-action remake. That's right, Theroux is going to voice tramp, opposite the lady. So, good addition there for show. Let's see here. Cody Fern is set to play the murder house devil child, Michael Langdon. So there you go. So the little kid from Devil House is all grown up, and he's evil. Let's see here. The Good Witch has been renewed for season 5 over on the Hallmark Channel. First of all, I was like, what the hell is this show and how the hell did it get 5 seasons? But then I saw it was on the Hallmark Channel, and I said, that's why. Because I didn't even fucking know anything was on the Hallmark Channel. So there you go on that. Speaking of Hallmark Channel, they've also got their show When Calls the Heart, and it's getting a spin-off in 2019. Man, are these things that popular really on the Hallmark Channel? This shit's crazy, man. Here's a piece of news that came out that I was super stoked on a couple days ago, and that's that Altered Carbon, which is the most badass show on Netflix, has been renewed finally for season 2. Now, Joel Kinnaman was the main actor for season 1, and he was fantastic on it. Now it looks like his character, well, he will not be returning for season 2, and Falcon himself, Anthony Mackie, is coming on to season 2, and he's going to be playing the same role as Takeshi Kovacs. And so he's going to be joining up and doing season 2. It's been renewed for 8 episodes. If you don't know about Altered Carbon, it's set in the future. It's very sci-fi. It's very graphic. It's very violent. But basically, people use bodies as skins. So if you die, you have basically this microchip, so to speak, a memory card, let's say, in the back of your head, and they take it out and they stick it in a new skin, so you can live basically forever and just keep altering your memories and everything into a new body. Now, Altered Carbon, the book series, takes place over hundreds of years, and that's why he has to keep getting new skins as he goes on. And we saw him go from like this Asian guy into Joel Kinnaman's body in the first season, and then now it's going to be the same character, but now it's going to be Anthony Mackie playing the character in season 2. So I'm a little bummed that Joel Kinnaman's not coming back because he was so great in season 1. But based on how the show goes and knowing that they use the bodies as skins, and this show could take place, or season 2 could take place like 50 years later, 100 years later, some shit, as the first season, I can see why they're going to shift it to a new actor. And then every season they can have a new actor come in and play the same role, basically. So I really, really dig that. Anthony Mackie's cool with me. So as much as I hate to see Joel Kinnaman go away, I'm happy for Anthony Mackie. So that'll be coming out hopefully next year at some point. Netflix has also ordered a post-apocalyptic dramedy series based on the graphic novel Daybreak. BBC's His Dark Materials series has officially started production. Let's see here. Mission Impossible Fallout had the best Mission Impossible preview night ever of the whole series, with $6 million just on Thursday's preview night alone. This was really big news here. Now, you know that 2 Jungle Book movies were made at about the same time, right? Jon Favreau's Jungle Book movie, and then we also had another one called Mowgli that was done. And Mowgli was pushed back a little bit to give it some distance from the Jon Favreau one. And we finally got a big full trailer for it. The movie was coming out in October in theaters. Well, in a crazy switch, Warner Brothers has sold it to Netflix. That's right. This is the one that's directed by Andy Serkis, and he does a lot of the motion capture in it as well. Netflix has bought it, so it will not be hitting theaters in October now. It'll actually be hitting Netflix next year in 2019. So I'm not sure why they pushed the date back to next year, but yeah, Warner Brothers, it's a big budgeted movie too, but they have sold it to Netflix, man. Netflix coming in like the big dogs they are and saying, you know what, we'll take it, give it to our streaming service. This is one of the first times where a movie's been set for a big theatrical release and then just had it swooped up by Netflix. So congratulations to Mowgli, man. I think everybody involved, this is a really cool move for them. I know Andy Serkis says he loves it because now he doesn't have to compete theatrically with the Jon Favreau version. So I dig it, man. So look for that next year. Disney has also acquired a pitch for Sade, which is a live-action African princess fairy tale. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been renewed before its premiere for a second season. So once again, we're renewing things before we even know if the ratings are there. Edgar Ramirez is in talks to star in The Last Days of American Crime, so that's cool. Chicago Fire has cast Enel Lanza as Brett's new partner for season 7. Time Bandits adaptation is being eyed over at Apple. They're looking to redo the old show Time Bandits. Peter Dinklage is attached to star in Rumpelstiltskin, which is going to be a new version of that coming to Sony. Star Wars Episode 9 cast officially announced, and basically we have everybody back we thought we would, but they've also confirmed that Mark Hamill will be returning. We already knew that Lando was coming back, that's right, Billy D. Williams coming back, but they have confirmed that Carrie Fisher is returning for the new Star Wars, and that J.J. Abrams has announced that he is going to be using unused footage of her that he shot for The Force Awakens. They figured out a way to do it, and they said they won't do any CGI. They're not going to do, a stunt double or a recast or anything like that. They're going to use unused footage of Carrie Fisher from The Force Awakens. They figured it out, and they have a way to include her in the film, which I think is just fantastic. So they're going to start filming next month already, which is great. Old school shows, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Good Times, Maude are all up for reboots. That's right. Norman Lear is having a major resurgence, and all of his old stuff is up for reboots. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. We found out finally who Sean William Scott's going to be playing on the new season of Lethal Weapon, and he is not a Murtaugh, so or not a Riggs, I should say. Sorry, he's not a Riggs like we thought he was going to be. So check that out. Find out a little bit more about his character. David Tennant is joining Michael B. Jordan in Rooster Teeth. The voice cast of Rooster Teeth's Genlock. What the fuck is that? So there you go. David Tennant joining the cast of that. David Gordon Green talks about how Donald Pleasance is being brought back for his new Halloween movie. Simon Pegg believes that Star Trek IV will kick off production in early 2019. So we'll see if that goes through. Looking forward to that. Blackish creator Kenya Barris has exited ABC Studios, and he's poised to join Netflix. That's right, in a big deal. Just like Shonda Rhimes, he's bouncing from major network television, and heading on over to the Netflix promised land. I love this edition here. Rona Mitra is set to play DC villainess Mercy Graves in season 4 of Supergirl. I have always loved me some Rona Mitra, so great addition here to Supergirl. We have the first teaser trailer for season 2 of Iron Fist, which shows him in a mask, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. New Christopher Robin character posters came out. Remember, that hits theaters on Friday. Let's see here. So bear with me. I'm just about done here. Just wrapping up, making sure I'm not forgetting something. Caleb Landry Jones reteams with Jarmusch in The Dead Don't Die, which is going to be a new zombie ensemble film. Still ramping up the casting here in the new Joker movie, and now Frances Conroy is set to play the Clown Prince's mom in Joker. That's right, she'll be playing Joaquin Phoenix's Joker's mom in the upcoming film. So we've had a lot of casting for Joker going down, which I assume so, since they're going to have to start filming real damn quick on this thing right here. So good casting news there. All right, over on Amazon, they've hired Star Trek 4 writers for the Lord of the Rings TV series that they're going to be doing, so they're trying to get that thing up and rolling. We have the official Season 2 trailer for Ozark coming August 31st on Netflix, which I'm so excited about. Loved Ozark. Let's see here. The Meg started screening for critics, and early reactions say exactly the fun and crazy shark fest you would hope for. So starting to hear some really good things there. horror series Them from Lena Waithe snags a 2-season order over on Amazon. So good for her. That's pretty awesome right there. Robbie Amell sci-fi comedy from Greg Daniels has also been ordered over at Amazon. It's going to be called Upload. Sneaky Pete has been renewed for a season 3 over on Amazon with Giovanni Ribisi. Amazon also stated that they're going to stop putting TV pilots online for public feedback. That's right. Remember they used to do that? They used to say, here's our 5 pilots. Go vote. Go watch them. See what you think. And then only like 1 would get actually made. They're not going to do that anymore, which I think is great. Because they would put that pilot up and you wouldn't even get a series for like a year later. Matthew Weiner's Mad Men follow-up, The Romanovs, gets an Amazon premiere date and a star-studded teaser trailer. So check that out to see what that's all about. Avengers directors, the Russo brothers, sell a new mysterious show over to Amazon. That's right. Very, very mysterious. It's about global warming or something crazy like that. There's not much news out about it. Better Call Saul has been renewed for season 5 over on AMC. AMC has also renewed Fear the Walking Dead for season 5. Excuse me. Jason Segel is set to star in and create a new AMC anthology series called Dispatches from Elsewhere. So he's going to be doing that, which, hey, I'll check it out, man. That sounds good. Octavia Spencer is set to star in a new Netflix miniseries about black hair care pioneer Madam C.J. Walker. Emma Stone and Jonah Hill have a new movie coming out called Maniac, and it's coming to Netflix, and we have the first teaser out for it. Check that out. Arrested Development's future is in limbo over on Netflix, so we don't know if that one will continue or not. Netflix executive offers an update on a potential second revival for Gilmore Girls, so that's still pending. Netflix also stated that whenever Aziz Ansari is ready, Netflix wants more of his show, Master of None. So they're looking forward to another season. I want another season. I love you, Aziz. Let's get going on that. They've also confirmed that Stranger Things Season 3 is delayed. It will not come out till 2019, but the Netflix boss promises it's going to be worth the wait. Bigger and better and badder than Season 2, so that sounds awesome. Netflix boss also explains Lucifer pickup, canceling Everything Sucks, and other controversy that might be surrounding the streaming service. Check out that article if you're interested. Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina will be coming out in October, so that's pretty cool there. So Amazon, the Russo brothers, are teaming for a mysterious global TV series, which Amazon says will redefine the boundaries of storytelling and create a radical global storytelling disruption. Insane how much they're saying they're being so secretive and crazy about this Russo brothers Amazon thing, but hey, good for them. Why not? We posted up on our Instagram today that open letter from the Guardians of the Galaxy cast talking about James Gunn, so if you want to read what they wrote, check out our Instagram for sure. Lindsay Lohan preps her reality TV return with Lohan Beach Club. The first teaser is out for that. Mark Hamill talks about Carrie Fisher's appearance in Star Wars Episode 9, so check out his thoughts about that. We have the trailer for Good Cop starring Tony Danza and Josh Groban, which is coming to Netflix. The final Sharknado movie poster touts time travel and the end of history's biggest disaster. I still can't believe we're getting another Sharknado. So yes. How to Get Away with Murder has cast Timothy Hutton as a mysterious series regular for season 5. Dancing with the Stars judges have been announced for the upcoming Juniors edition. Nicole Kidman's The Expatriates drama series has been ordered over at Amazon. So, man, we've talked about Amazon today just as much as Netflix. They're really trying to catch up bad. We got an article up with Andrew Lincoln revealing why he's leaving The Walking Dead. AMC's The Little Drummer Girl premiere date is set for November, which of course is based on, it's the 6-part miniseries based on the book. We talked about this one when they started making it. Rumor has it that the next Avengers 4 film will be released in April. It's supposed to come out in May. It looks like it might be bumped up to April like Infinity War was. An IMAX schedule came out and showed it in April of 2019, but there's been some conflicting information since that says, you know, that doesn't mean anything. Take it for what it is. So we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening with that. The Last Ship, yes, the final season is still coming, and we got a first promo out to check out for that. Zendaya, her new show Euphoria, gets a series order over at HBO, and Drake is actually going to serve as an executive producer on that one. Pokemon the movie The Power of Us will have a limited theatrical release in the US this fall. Simon Pegg says that he can't see Quentin Tarantino making his R-rated Star Trek film for at least 5 or 6 years. So that's pretty interesting right there, because it sounded like we wanted to do it pretty quick. Jack Rayner and Will Poulter are set to star in a new Ari Aster horror project. So, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with that. We have your first look of Pedro Pascal's character in Wonder Woman 1984. It's a pretty retro-looking picture of him, but knowing him, he's a bad guy. The Suspiria remake will run an hour longer than the original film. That's pretty damn interesting. Going back to the DC Universe, Doom Patrol has just cast Diane Guerrero as Crazy Jane. She's pretty awesome. So, Diane Guerrero I'm talking about. So, great addition there. I like that to Doom Patrol. Marvel's Iron Fist Season 2 has actually been trimmed on episodes and will only have 10 episodes, which I think is perfect. We've been talking a long time that Netflix should go about 8 to 10 episodes and stop doing the 13. So I'm very happy to hear they're doing 10. Anton Fuqua talks about Equalizer 3 and wanting Denzel Washington for Scarface. He says, hey, Equalizer 2 is doing really well. It's making money. So he says, you know what? He would love to do number 3 with Denzel. And he really wants Denzel to be Scarface in his new remake. But it sounds like Denzel doesn't want to do it. But he says he keeps pushing on him to do it. So we'll see if they end up happening or not. Movie Pass is having some movie trouble. Lots of people reporting today that the app isn't giving showtimes. It looks like you won't be able to buy tickets to new movies anymore. You can only do older films. Yeah, it's about dead in the water at this point. Priyanka Chopra saddles up for Chris Pratt's new movie, Cowboy Ninja Viking. That's right, we've been talking about this movie for a while. Michelle McLaren is directing, and yeah, it looks like she's joined the cast. I love her. She's a great addition, so love that there. And a 24 prequel series featuring a young Jack Bauer is in the works over at Fox. And so, of course, they're going to go back to the well on that. Why not, right? And that, my friends, is all the news of the past 2 weeks. Damn, it was a lot. I told you I was going to try to keep it to an hour, and we're at an hour and 40 minutes right now. Holy shit. So what an episode. I'm out of breath. I'm out of time. Let's just get to our box office release dates, and we'll wrap this baby up. Out on Blu-ray and DVD tomorrow will be Overboard, Tully, and Dark Crimes. In theaters this Friday will be The Spy Who Dumped Me, The Darkest Minds, and Christopher Robin. Here's your box office. Coming in number 10, it's The First Purge with 2.2 mil. Number 9 is Skyscraper with 5.4 million. Number 8's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with 6.8 mil. Number 7's Incredibles 2 with 7.2. Number 6 is Ant-Man and the Wasp with 8.4. Number 5 is Teen Titans Go to the Movies with 10.5. Number 4 is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation with 12.3. Number 3 is The Equalizer 2 with 14 mil. Number 2 is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again with 15 mil. And your number 1 movie is Mission Impossible Fallout with $61.5 million. It's the biggest debut for any Mission Impossible movie out of the 6 films. The previous record holder was Mission Impossible 2 with about 56 mil. So Mission Impossible Fallout takes 61. It also made over 160 mil worldwide, which is the biggest worldwide opening for any Mission Impossible as well. So 6 movies in, 22-year franchise, and it has its biggest hit ever. So congratulations once again to everybody involved there. Alright, my friends, we're going to wrap it up. We've gone way too long this week, but we've had a ton to talk about. Thank you for powering through with me. Even if it took you several days to listen to this episode, I appreciate you. Make sure you check out our official webpage at amiontheair.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. You can subscribe to us on iTunes. We're available there. If that's not your thing, you can listen to us on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play Music. We're on all of the streaming formats. Google Podcast as well, direct. our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com as well. Follow us on Instagram and facebook.com/amiontheair. Like us on there for sure. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to rush through the ending here before I hit the 2-hour mark, or an hour 45 mark, sorry. But yes, so thank you so much for tuning in on this Monday night, July the 30th. We'll be back next week to talk, who knows what we're going to talk about at that point. I don't even know if I'm going to get to the movies this weekend, but we'll see. We'll see what's up, and we'll talk about it then in the world of movie news. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Check out the Am I Still in the Air if you haven't heard it yet, and until next time, y'all, peace!
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.